What's up guys, Houndish here, and today, the newest Destiny 2 puzzle and ARG has finally been completed. I have to be completely honest, puzzles are not my strong point, so credit where credit is due. A likely suspect, Mr. Rufflewaffles, Milo, has figured out the solution to the ARG and the puzzle overall. So huge credit to them for that, in terms of how they did it. I'm sure we'll get a video explaining that in more detail, so I'll link Milo's channel down below. What does that mean for the rest of us though? Well, we get a new cutscene, which is certainly pretty interesting, as well as some new rewards. And this is something that everybody can input to get the rewards, essentially, although there are many steps ahead of actually being able to do that. So initially, let's take a look at the rewards themselves. As we progress through the puzzles, we do get a bunch of Heresy Adept weapons, including some Adept shinies. That's a nice little bonus. On top of that though, we get a new exotic ship called De-Interlace, and this is, well, it's almost like one of the Adept weapons from Heresy in itself. It's kind of the ship version, which is a pretty cool looking thing. We also get a shader called Umbral Rumble. This is the one that players were speculating is a Taken shader. It kind of has those vibes. There is a bit of animation to it, which is pretty cool. Additionally though, there's an emblem called Enigmatology, and on top of that, we get some strange coins, exotic cipher, ascendant shards, and 3 Curios of the 9, which will obviously be used in the Ride of the 9 event. In just a moment, we'll play a cutscene that we also get for this, which has some cool dialogue with the Drifter, and possible teasers for Edge of Fate, at least very loosely. But in terms of what we have to do in order to unlock this ourselves, firstly, we need to correctly input 27 puzzle solutions on the chessboard in the unknown antechamber, and that's the middle game version. As far as I understand it, players corrected me the other day, we do have to have collected 60 of the chess pieces that became available last week, so I'll link a video down below on how to get those chess pieces. I'll also link a separate thread that has all of the puzzles that you'll need to input on the chessboard in the unknown antechamber. We also covered that in a video the other day. So those videos are linked below. That's the first sort of 2 stages. After the 27 solutions have been inputted though, we get a version of Unknown Antechamber called Endgame. Now that the puzzle's been completed, the endgame version basically doesn't have a cap on the amount of pieces you can actually place, and you'll start with an empty chessboard, and you basically need to input what you can see on screen right here. So obviously, having an understanding of all of the different chess pieces there will help, but this phase in itself is otherwise very basic. We just populate the chessboard with the same layout to the image you can see on screen. Once that's done, the room will light up and there's some pretty cool animations and green fire around the place. Then we can go to the node at the back of the room to offer the final answer. After this, there'll be a chest that spawns in the back of the room, and there we can pick up those new rewards. And following that, we can go back to the pool of water at the top of the stairs, interact with it, and it will play the cutscene. So it's been a pretty cool kind of puzzle thing overall. New shader, ship, and emblem, as well as some useful currencies, Adept shiny weapons, and ultimately the cutscene with some interesting teasers. So overall, I think it's been a pretty cool puzzle. Like I said at the start, puzzles are not really my strong point. Also, I essentially know nothing about chess, which is slightly embarrassing at this point, but if anything, it proves that you don't really need a lot of knowledge, and you can follow guides to essentially complete this if you are a completionist. So there we go, guys. We're going to run the cutscene right here, as well as the last input on the chessboard. I hope the video has been helpful, and if it has, a rating below really does help us on the channel. Otherwise though, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.
Grief's a funny thing. Some folks get stuck in it, frozen in place. It holds them hostage. And some folks, well, some folks just run. I went far. I had to. I couldn't look at the moon. The way I see it, the farther you run, the less likely you are to get stuck. But this universe tends to stop me in my tracks. One way or another. Something's out there, hero. It's throwing rocks at our window.